Welcome to the Village Theater, everybody. I'm Matt Moody, the general manager, and tonight's host. A little bit weird. All of the hosts of all of the shows in Quad Cities are participating tonight, so that, left a great... You can tell I didn't prepare for this. But anyway, we're going to go ahead with it. Just a little house business. Everybody who works here is a volunteer. Absolutely nobody gets paid. So please be generous with your tips at the bar. Does anybody else here know Jenny Lynn Stacy? All right, she's a good friend of ours. She's facing some really difficult times and having to get into a new house with her 3 kids, her 4 dogs, her cat, her brother, and her mother. And we've got a special tip jar up at the bar for her. Please, if you've got a little extra cash or change, please throw it in that tip jar. Michelle is demonstrating now. There we are. It's a big jar. We want to make that full of money. That's what we want to do. All right, in any case, coming first to our stage tonight, the host of Coffee and Comedy at the Anderson Coffee House in Galva, and the host of the Colony Comedy Cypher at Colony Inn in Bishop Hill, Austin Ingalls.
Everyone keep it going for Matt Moody. Yeah. Thank you all for coming out tonight, too, supporting live local comedy. We appreciate that. Yeah. Could have been in your cold. Could have been in your warm bed, but you came out in much of the cold. You guys get some shots? Take those right now. Take them right now. Take them right now. We got to get this energy up. Yeah, take that shit. Yeah. Who's driving? Uber. Yeah. I saw a car driving the other day that had the license plate that said insulin on it. Insulin. That driver must be a real prick. A real sick prick. I'm not trying to poke fun, but he was really threading the needle trying to pass me, and I didn't give him a shot. Yeah, I like you guys already. A former fighter in Moline was arrested for sexual exploitation, and he was standing in the mugshot smiling as if he was proud of his behavior. I think he just knew that he was going to get to keep sliding down poles and playing with big hoses in prison. I worked at a prison for 3 years. I was a correctional officer. I got along with the inmates way more than I did with staff. They'd make me like omelets and burritos and shit. All I had to do was let them smell my finger after I fingered my girlfriend. Sometimes in desperate measures, I had to finger my own ass. And if you can believe it, a lot of them preferred that. Let's keep that our little secret, though, all right? Speaking of secrets, women love to keep secrets from men. If women really wanted to keep secrets from us, they should just put them in the clitoris. We'll never find them there. That's my all-time favorite spell, clitoris discoverus. That's why I watched Harry Potter growing up. All my girlfriends were obsessed with Harry Potter, which made sense because as soon as the magic began and the spell was on, I was lost, you know what I mean? And the sex and blowjobs disappeared like the invisible cloak. You know Harry Potter's favorite car is? You guys want to know what it is? The clitoris. Yeah. The clitoris, you get it? Like the car? Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't need a car to find the clit. No, he doesn't need a sorting hat either. He just pops the hood. Yeah. Oh, man. I confused my military IED with my girlfriend's IUD, and that was a silly and nasty mistake. Yeah. I don't have to worry about the pregnancy now, but I just have to find a new girlfriend. Is that one all right? You guys cool with that one? It's going to get a little darker, so I'm just letting you know. Was watching the World Cup, and USA fans were chanting, "It's called soccer, it's called soccer." Soccer around the world is known as football, which makes more sense than soccer and our football being called football. I think the NFL should be called soccer because that's what half of them do to their wives. Soccer right in the mouth. Yeah. Masturbating is a lot like football. I loved it more than anything as a kid. Hell, with the arm I had, I thought I could go pro. But now I only enjoy when family's around. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Sorry, you're just the first person I saw. Yeah, I was a stud at flag football. Yeah, I played quarterback, so I don't have to play defense and grab for those red flags. That behavior evolved into me avoiding all red flags when I like a girl. I ignore red flags like I ignore calls from grandma while I'm beating off. Should be more of a red flag that it makes me finish faster, but I'll ignore that too. Yeah. Really hate the anticipation after you send a risky text. Hate it even more when that anticipation is interrupted by Casey's rewards. Like, hey, we know she's not texting you back. And here's a $14 large taco pizza, you drunk, horny fatty. Guys, I did something I never thought I would do recently. I got drunk and had a threesome with a girl who just transitioned and her mom. Yeah. You could say my love is transparent. I don't want this to get lost in translation, but I didn't pay for that transaction. No, I really hate getting on Tinder and seeing who you matched with the night before when you were drunk. It's like finding a bunch of leftover Taco Bell in your fridge. It looked and sounded good at the time, but now it's all soggy in the daylight. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? These guys know what the fuck I'm talking about, yeah. Is this a Tinder date right here? That's my bad. No, I didn't feel good about downloading Tinder because my sole purpose was to get laid. I'll admit it. It's like eating a bunch of Taco Bell or McDonald's. I know I'm just going to end up on the shitter crying about it 2 hours later. But what's with all these women with kids in their pictures on Tinder? I don't want to see kids in your pictures on Tinder. And I don't want your kids listening through your thin Section 8 wall while I fuck you too. I want them to watch. Yeah. My dad was a young father, so I remember getting the sex talk at like 6 or 7, maybe too young. But little did you know, I already knew what sex was. Yeah, we had a lot of babysitters growing up. 1 or 2 of them might have touched me. Did I get molested? Maybe. But I always got to stay up past my bedtime. You mean I can stay up, watch South Park, and finger blast some hot 13-year-old? Yeah, Dad, I see why it took you so long to take her home at night. Guys, it's my dad. He's not here. You're good. You can laugh. He's heard that joke before, too. It's his favorite. Yeah. He knew exactly what I was talking about. He felt the guilt. No, do you ever wonder how your parents came up with your name? Like it was a passed down from generation to generation? My dad wanted to name me Auschwitz. And my mom had her heart set on Waco, Texas Ingalls. So they met in the middle with Austin. Fair compromise. There's a school in Illinois where kids are identifying as cats now. Yeah, cats. I don't know if you guys have seen that or not, but the school has implemented litter boxes and shit. I give it 2 weeks before the janitor identifies as a school shooter. It's gonna suck shooting up a school where kids are identifying as cats. You're gonna need 9 times the ammo. Yeah. I overheard someone at work saying that they didn't like pizza. How can't you like pizza? That's like saying you don't like puppies. And only one of them barks when you put it in the oven. I'm kidding. I don't put puppies in the oven. They go on the pizzazz. Was that joke too rough? No, I hate when I hear people comparing having pets to having kids. I don't have either, so I don't have a dog in this fight. But your little stupid dog isn't the same as someone raising a human life. For example, I put peanut butter over myself, let my dog lick it off. Perfectly normal. Yeah. I rub peanut butter over myself, let my kid lick it off. He dies of a peanut allergy. Not the same. I hold your cat and I drop it, it lands on its feet. But I drop your baby. I drop your baby and it grows up and identifies as a cat. Thank you, everybody. I'm Austin Ingalls. Keep it going for Matt Moody and the rest of your hosts. Keep that energy up. Thank you.
All right, a little bit more for Austin Ingalls there. And then we can stop now, because that was terrible, wasn't it? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, but seriously, coming up next, we have the host of the Modern Day Overthinker podcast, Colin Strayjack. And this is where we insert the obligatory Bob Saget joke, because I mean, seriously, there it is.
How's it going, everybody? Ladies, gentlemen, Austin Ingalls. Oh, God. So, a little bit about me. I'm single, and I'm in my 30s. Yeah. Dating in your 30s is interesting. I decided to delete all the dating apps from my phone because I was sick of going on stepdad auditions. Guess I need to be a little bit louder. But yeah, the thing about dating in your 30s is, yeah, a lot of stepdad auditions, and I watch a lot of porn. Anyone else watch a lot of porn? Yeah, it's a big part of my life. I'm trying to give it up, though. It's not realistic. You know, I don't have any stepsisters or a stepmom. It seems to be a lot of the content these days. So I'm trying to give that up. I'm originally from the Quad Cities. I grew up in Davenport. I moved around a little bit. I spent a lot of time in a place called the Friend Zone. Yeah, anyone else been there? Yeah, they always used to tell me I was a stand-up guy, and look at me now. So, living their dream. So we'll get to a little bit of some topical humor here. There was it was going around on TikTok. Anyone have TikTok here? Anyone? Yeah, it's fucking stupid. I don't know why I ever downloaded it. The Chinese already own us anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I think we should put our whole country in rice at this point and start over. We'll see how that goes. But the thing with TikTok, I find out a lot of different interesting things. I saw a video of a girl hurling racial slurs at the University of Kentucky. Anyone seen this video? It's fucking bad. It's really bad. I've never seen somebody, she was obviously really drunk, which doesn't give her a pass, but I've never seen somebody get blackout drunk and their ancestors come out. A whole new meaning of blackout. Yeah. It was, she definitely doesn't go to school there anymore, which is good. So another thing that I got into recently was edging. Anyone know about edging? Yeah. Yeah. This guy. I know what I'm talking about. So the thing about edging is I didn't know what I was doing. So when I don't know what I'm doing, I always call my dad. And so I called my dad. I was like, you know, I really do want to get this right. I really want to do this right. And every summer, man, my lawn looks great. Terrific. I'm a middle child. Any middle children here? Yeah. So you're lucky I even noticed you. Yeah, that hits home, right? Yeah, that's why I'm up here. You have to pay attention to me up here. So, being a middle child, I've grown up and it kind of evolved into my political views because I think both parties are stupid, like my brother and my sister. So the thing about my brother is he reminds me of a Republican. He thinks he's better than me, and he says a lot of things I don't really agree with. And my sister reminds me more of a Democrat because she says she's going to do a lot of things and then she never does it. So, they suck equally. I have a real social media problem talking about TikTok earlier, but I'm really getting sick of the generic captions on Instagram. My least favorite is probably felt cute, might delete later. I've never seen anyone delete that picture later. I think I'm going to spend a lot more of my time. I had the day off on Monday, so I think I'm going to start going back on those posts and being like, must have been pretty cute, huh? Just trolling. I need a good troll day. Do you guys think homophobic leprechauns are pissed off about the rainbow? See, it's 2022, so almost 2023, so you can make up conspiracy theories now. My conspiracy theory is that the LGBTQ plus community was actually after the rainbow, but they said they were after the Lucky Charms. And the leprechauns were actually pretty progressive with their pronouns. They're always after my luck. Yeah, you guys got it. Okay. All right. So, what else we got here? I used to snort a lot of pixie sticks when I was a kid. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of, and crushed up Smarties when I didn't have those. You know, that kind of turned into a pattern. I later evolved into snorting adult pixie sticks, which are much more expensive. Yeah, I wish I would have stuck with regular pixie sticks. Because now I'm in debt. Yeah, that doesn't really help. Also, if I would have stuck with pixie sticks, I would have known I was getting pixie sticks. Now you buy cocaine, and you just get fentanyl. Yeah, so it's a great time to be a fentanyl addict. Yeah, that one's a little bit too rough. Yeah, I'll probably get canceled for this one. But, so, Brittany Griner's back. Is everyone excited about that? Yeah, everyone's real fucking lit up about that. One of the worst trades of all time, if you ask me. But, most exciting WNBA trade so far. Easily. I will say that. But I want to know how the negotiation went down with Joe Biden. I feel like Joe Biden was just like, hey, I think he had a better pick. He was like, you know that guy that keeps spewing anti-Semitic shit? Grandpa Joe, we can't trade black people anymore. Go back to your room. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know how that was going to go. That was the first time I've ever told that joke, and, you know, I figured I'd do that for you guys. It's topical. I'll probably never tell it again. But, yeah, I do look like Bob Saget, and it's fucking annoying. I like to picture myself more as Danny Tanner. He's a much more wholesome guy. Yeah, but it's more like Danny Tanner if I got really into drugs and then got really into recovery. So basically I'm Bob Saget because I'm clean. Yeah. I stopped doing cocaine when it was cocaine. It's been like 5.5 years now. It's weird. Being sober and being around all these degenerates has really changed my perspective on things. It gives me a different edge on things. That's why I got into edging. What else we got to say here? Another thing, yeah, thank God. All right. I think I'll leave you at this. So next time you talk to a friend and they're a piece of shit, don't tell them to be themselves. I think telling people to be yourself is not always the best advice. I wouldn't recommend telling that to Jared Fogle when he gets out of prison. I'm Colin Strajak. Have a good night.
All right, Colin Strajak, everybody. Although after that Brittany Griner joke, I don't know if he gets away with the modern day overthinker anymore. In any case, coming up next to the stage is the host of Tomfoolery on Tremont twice a month, Dane Moulton. And there he is.
Thank you, sir. Keep it going for your host. Thanks, Matt. How we doing? How's that fireball, guys? Colin, you're going to feel like a fool when Brittany Griner hits 10 points in a single game, bud. Yeah. Oh, boy. I always start the same way. It's going to be awkward for a minute. I like to see the crowd here. I was robbed at gunpoint. Hey, I can see you guys. I was robbed at gunpoint a few years ago, so I just want to make sure that he's not here, make sure we're all safe, make sure I can tell these jokes. I know, true story. Gun in my face, took my money, took my weed, made me late for work. I know, what a dick. But the silver lining was that I, while fleeing the scene, I ran him over with my car. And that's why I want to make sure he's not here. Thank you. No, I did not. I got the fuck out of there as fast as I could go. And I was late for work then. It was a mall pizza joint, so it was fine that I was late, but I was freaking out, all right? My boss is like, what's going on? And we had a very open relationship because, again, it's a mall pizza joint. I could tell her. I said, look, I just got robbed. They took my money, took my weed. She's like, have you called the police yet? And I'm like, are you even listening? I just ran over a cop. Oh, no, that's where the joke starts. I did not run over a cop. It was a drug dealer, so it's fine. And you know what? She fucking deserved it. I'm a savage. Oh, I'm getting older. There's some signs when you start getting older. Like I had to go get glasses to be able to legally drive today. I know, right? I've been driving without them for a long time, so you guys are lucky to be here. Me too, I guess. I went to the skate park with my daughter a few weeks ago, talked me into going back out to the skate park. It's been a while, and I got there, and I was like 2 decades older than like the oldest next person. And I get there, the lamest part was like everybody puts their joints out because they think I'm a cop. I'm like, no, I told you I ran over a cop. I told that joke. I was like, come on, let me start over. Let me start at the beginning, kids. Let me tell you a story. No, I had my 39th birthday a couple weeks ago, and thank you. Thank you. Happy belated birthday. Do another shot. Maybe you'll wake up like I did. I woke up after my birthday with this little T-Rex arm that I couldn't move. I was like, what did I do? And I was trying to put together the night. I fucked up my shoulder. I tore my labrum. I know, and I knew right away. I told my wife, I was like, I don't usually go to the doctor. I was like, I gotta go to the doctor. It's bad. I gotta go get x-rays, see what's up. So I go to the doctor. Now, I had like 47 Busch Lights the night before. So I show up at the front desk with one eye, and the receptionist asked me what's going on. I said, I think I tore my labia. I'm not a doctor, right? I know what you're thinking, but no medical training. And but now you never know these days, though, right? It could be post-op. Maybe I'm doing hormone therapy. I don't know, right? There's no judgment. So she like looks me up and down a little bit, and she asks some more prying questions to get to the bottom of this. And she says, how did you do it? And I was like, wrestling my brother. So now DHS is involved. Oh, I know. DHS sucks. I was like, I don't even have a labia. God. Anybody have spirit animals? Who's got spirit animals out there? Anybody? Did I hear a woo? What do you have? What's your spirit animal? An otter. That's pretty cool. Playful, fun. Very vicious. Okay. Drink another fireball shot. I'll buy you one. Yeah, let's get after it. Let's see what happens. Get that otter out. My wife talked me into getting our spirit animals read by a shaman. So we went and did this. Now, before you're like, oh my God, you guys are very culturally aware. Like you went to a shaman, got your spirit animal read. Her name is Becky, and she lives in Bettendorf and has an HOA. It's like a gated community. Right. She fucking took insurance, guys. It was not like a cultural experience. But we went and got our spirit animals read. And I realized midway through that when my wife was like, we should get spirit animals, what she really meant was, I really want to get a tattoo, but I don't know what I want to get. Right? So do you have an otter tattoo? No, you will. You wait for it. So here's what, do it. Here's what happened, guys. So that's the kids. They're all very cool, right? My son's a tiger. My other son's a bison. My daughter is a white rabbit. My wife's a swan. She's very nice. I think that Becky sensed my hesitation and gave me the old fuck you because I am a damselfly. There's me. We're at the top, right? Yeah. She's like, oh, you're not buying into the process? You're a bug. Get out of here. That'll be $125. She didn't take my insurance. God. You guys TV fans? You guys like TV? I love TV. That's how I unwind at night. I work too hard during the day. I like to unwind watching TV. A show I used to love was Trading Spaces. You guys watch Trading Spaces? Seen it? Not Trading Spouses, though. That's the Pornhub one, right? It's Trading Spaces. So yeah, you got it. So Trading Spaces, they would trade lives with somebody else, right? They would there was a couple from Iowa one time, and they were they ate raw meat from the farm, and then they traded them with a vegan, right? They're trying to get people to freak out and have a bad week, which is fun. I like that. And my favorite episode ever, they sent this couple from the U.S. down to Central America, and they were there, and in the village, they, the women are all topless, they're at home. It's not why I watched it, it was the Learning Channel, so it's blurred out. But they're in this village, they're just working their ass off all day, they've got to do all the cooking, all the cleaning, all the stuff, and the guys go out in the fields, they work their ass off too, but they're in the fields and they pack their mouths full of coca leaves. Like Colin would have, right? Not cocoa leaves, but coca, like cocaine. And so the end of the week hits, and this guy's they work 12-hour days out in the field. The end of the week hits, and the woman's in tears. She's like, I just want to go home. I can't stand it here. And the guy's like, this is fucking great. I can do this all the time. Let's move in. And I'm like, wow. That says something very profound about our culture, I think, in America. And that's that we do cocaine way too late at night. There's no reason why, you want to do some coke? It's 2 a.m. Yeah. No. Dude, if corporate America caught on to this, imagine what would happen to our gross domestic product, right? Good Lord. Right? We think pizza parties are the answer. Let's pack them full of pizza. See how they work then? No, give them a bump. Come on. God, this is why we'll never be ahead of the Chinese. I'm throwing it out there right now. God. All right, if you haven't figured it out already, I'm assuming that you are assuming that I used to be a teacher, which is right. And you're like, oh, he said used to be. What happened, buddy? I did not get fired. I quit. It sucks. I said, I used to be a teacher. One of my favorite classes, I had a classroom full of all these kids had car names. And I was like, did the parents all know each other? And they were all decided they're going to give their kids car names. One girl was named Caprice. I'm like, classic. That's a good name. Caprice Classic. Get it? Somebody got it. There was Camry, which is pretty cool. Mercedes. That's a rad name. But I always was somewhere in Texas, right? There's an alternate reality where they're all boy names, and it's Raptor, right? Tacoma. Kid that's really good at math is Toyota Corolla. I didn't do that, though. You guys did that in your head. There's some homeschool classroom somewhere with one kid in it. His name's Saturn. God, sorry. Anybody homeschooled out there? Don't talk to me after the show. While your tax dollars paid me to teach kids math, they would actively do anything that they could that was not math. And one of those things that they found is an internet game. You guys can look it up. I don't know what it's called, but I'm sure you can find it. It's the urinal game, okay? And guys get it right away. Women, I'm sorry, it's tough being a guy. I'll have to explain it a little bit, but sorry, it's mansplaining, I guess. When we walk into a bathroom, we have a split second to make a decision about what is the most appropriate urinal to use, right? So you have, right here, thank you, Matt. There's boundaries between the urinals here. I gotcha. There's boundaries between the urinals, right? So you get to choose. But sometimes you walk in and it's tall, short, right? Well, which one? The tall one furthest from the short one, right? Because kids use the short ones. They use the tall, right? Makes sense? What if it's just a tall one and a short one, but the tall one's broken? Oh, see? Now you waited too long. You can't hesitate like that because now it gets weird, right? No, you use the sink because you can't use the kids' one. God. See? You failed. Sometimes, if you go to a stadium, there's a big trough, and it's just a big trough, and you have to pick anywhere to go. Right now, it's a free-for-all. And what are the rules then? Can you hold hands? Can you cross streams? I don't know. God. I know what you can't do. I did find out after wearing my gym shorts that were tied way too tight. The not appropriate thing to do in the trough is have to pull your gym shorts up and like hang, because God, it's been tied for like 4 years. They're so hard to get on and off. I know. You go through the washer, they get tighter. One time I told that joke, and a guy yells out from the back. He says, "Sword fight!" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What?" I think that this guy goes to the trough to sword fight, and like he was pro sword fight. I think he liked it, and that's the risk that you take there, guys. I think that was my time. I saw the light blink, so I'm gonna get out of here. I've been Dane Moulton. You guys are awesome. Thanks.
Dane Moulton, everybody. Oh, public school dollars. That's awesome. Anyway, moving right along. What we got? Anyway, coming next to the stage, is host of Skylark's Open Mic every other Wednesday, Stevie Moe. Is it this coming Wednesday or is it the next one? All right.
Get up for Matt Moody, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. And he runs a fabulous operation here, even though he looks like every Doobie Brothers fan I've ever seen in my life. Yeah! Yes, sir. All right, let me get this mic situated. Oh, boy. How's everyone doing tonight? Good? Oh, yeah. How about this? Hey, is this the happy couple right in front? No. He ain't happy? Jeez. Damn, all right. All right, let's talk about this. I'm going to say some stupid shit that ain't getting me pussy tonight, but that... Stop playing. Look how good he looks. We know you're fucking him later. Stop playing with that bullshit. Yeah, I know I'm fucking right. Would you ever think that a fat fuck wearing flannel with his hair in a man bun is going to say some shit that ain't right? I might steal you. I will bring you back used. Like, I don't own cars. I rent them, sweetie. Damn, might steal your girl. Dude, he's way taller than me. How the fuck? Like, ain't no way. Imagine that, dude. Like, some fat fuck with a Carhartt fanny pack fucks your girl with Pabst Blue Ribbon and one-hitter breath? You got your fucking mind? God damn. Love, it's love, yeah. Start a TikTok, because you're a good-looking dude. You could probably pull something that ain't gonna leave you for some fat guy who made people laugh. Ah, shit. All right, well, so I'm getting laid tonight. Ah, yes. It's gonna be fucked up, though. You know, I had a really weird day today. Man, my belt broke. Yeah, like my belt broke, and I was just like, as soon as I woke up, I finished, so. That's why I'm here today. Big David Carradine fan, if you didn't pick that up. Ah, shit. Hey, you know, it's been a wild year, and I've personally learned, don't ever judge a book by its cover. Right? Is that some good advice to live by? I want every one of you to live by that piece of advice, because don't ever judge this book by its cover. I know I look like I know how to drive a motorcycle, but I don't know the first thing about it. Like, dog, I don't even know if I know how to ride on the back of a motorcycle correctly. My buddy's like, I've been drinking and I don't drive when I drink. Not like because I physically can't. I got a breathalyzer in my car. I'll talk to you about that later. He's like, yeah, I'll go drop you off at the bar. And like, I don't know how to ride on the back of a motorcycle. And so like this dude's driving me and I'm just kind of like, you know, like, do I got to be a badass, like hold him on the back, you know? Or like, do I kind of wrap around? And he's flat chested, so there's nothing to grab onto. So like, I try to grab his hips. I'm like, man, I need some fat friends who ride motorcycles so I have something to hold on to. Shit's nuts. See, your girl knew I was a freak, and I'm into that freaky shit. I really am. You know, but it took me this long. This last week, I seriously had my first threesome. Yes. Yeah. Ugh. No. Here's what I like. I've seen the movies, and the movies are great. Like, the dude's always got a smile on his face, and there's like two chicks like scissoring on his shit. It's amazing. Oh, it's great. Everyone's happy. Now, my threesome was not that. Two chicks. No, I'll let you know how it went. So it was. Damn. What kind of freaky shit you into? Shit. Was that you that said that, Pumpkin? Mm-hmm. It's like fancy, like like me with two dicks. That's 3 dicks, right? Yeah, 3.5 if you consider my size. So whatever. You a top or a bottom? Well, don't go in the bottom that far. So I guess I am the bottom. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. My knees are shot. I can't bend over that long. No, here's how that threesome went. It was me, my girlfriend, and the dude she fucked after she left my house. So social distancing threesomes, that shit was terrible. I always thought my life was a rom-com. I didn't realize it was like those dark humor rom-coms. It's like some independent film shit. Terrible. Yeah, true story. I'm lying. She actually fucked him 7 days after she left my house, so I'm still up for my first threesome. You guys going out for drinks later tonight, or? There you go, your 2 dicks. Shit. So, I guess that goes without saying that I'm a single man. And I'm on the prowl. Like, I've always looked like I'm on the prowl of something. Whether it be ladies or like hidden treasures, because I think I'm going to make History Channel. But I'm on Tinder, and I matched with a very wonderful lady. Thank you. Like, that's the true part of this show. I actually matched with somebody. And, I see her. She's like just gorgeous, dark skin, just beautiful smile. I'm like, oh, yes, this is the shit. And we, someone knows this is a true story. And we start talking, and, things are going well. We're kind of getting to know each other. And she goes, I love camping, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. I lived overseas for a couple of years. And I was like, oh, cool. Did you serve your country? Thank you for your service. And she goes, no, I used to play volleyball professionally. And I go, uh-oh. Now, the uh-oh came from, I don't know if you know this about volleyball players, but they are very tall. And I know I'm on stage right now, but let me give you my stats. I am 229 pounds. I weighed myself today. And I am 5'7". Those aren't good stats. Like, that's not... Like, if I was going out for a combine, coaches wouldn't even stick around for that. Out of your fucking mind, what the fuck is he gonna do? But I was like, shit. So I was like, well, yeah, damn, you seem pretty tall, playing volleyball. How tall are you? She goes, 6 foot tall. How about you? And immediately I was like, this conversation is over and done with. So I think I could say I was like, I'm 5'7", but 69 inches tall in cowboy boots. Hey. She goes, 5'7", that's not bad. It's only a difference like 5 inches. That's not a whole lot. And I go, well, you're going to be disappointed twice. True story. Shit. I'd be more prepared, but I got incredibly stoned before I got here, so excuse me for that. No, hey. I like to... Hey, yeah, that's right. Yeah, but we were smoking them trees, dog. Fuck. Shit. Yeah, man, I like to get really high and go to Target, and I like to play a really fun game. Yeah, but the game... Hey, no, it's got to be Target. It's got to be Target, because here's the game I like to play. It's either, is that mother-daughter couple or lesbian couple? Because either way, it's like, good for you, or it's, fuck, good for you. I'm going to sit here in this pots and pans aisle and watch y'all fucking touch each other's butts while you decide that you want to go with the Martha Stewart collection over than Pioneer Lady sections. Good choice. Oh, man. I I'm a criminal. I gotta let you guys know. Not like a type of criminal that I gotta let my neighbors know, but this year, man, I just got out, dude. I spent 11 long, hard hours inside Dubuque County Jail. That shit, yeah. Want to guess why I went there? Drinking and driving. Yes, sir. Oh, you really know how to pick 'em, Pumpkin. God damn, you must like being the driver. Like, you know how hard it is to fucking have a breathalyzer in your car and try to pick up a lady? She's like, hey, we should go out for a drink sometime. It's like, how about coffee instead? She's like, oh, you're an early riser. Like, no, I'm just a fucking degenerate because if I have more than 2 drinks, we're going to either have to go back to your place or my parents' place. So I will never forget, one of the scariest things that ever happened in my life is waking up in jail to a 6'6" dreadlocked black dude yelling at me. And if you are a white man, this is the scariest shit that you could ever go through. Because you're in an unfamiliar jail. It's like, I went to Rocky. Like, if I go to Rock Island County, I know at least half the people in there. I'm good. And turns out he was just making jokes. He's like, Allah Supreme, motherfucker, what do you say? I'm like, what time is it? And there's no clock in there, so it could have been 5 in the morning, it could have been 10 in the morning, I don't know. Scary shit. But I want to leave you guys on a nice light note. I work with this kid who used to be Amish. And when I say he used to be Amish, like he actually left, skedaddled, boom, he's out of there. And I remember talking to him one time, and he's like, I really like how we work as a team together. And I'm just like, what the fuck does that mean? He goes, well, in the Amish community, they hate when you're singular. Like, so if you're like an independent star, you're like, doing something that's not part of a group, it's frowned upon, right? You guys understand what I'm talking about? So if you're like solo doing stand-up, they don't like it. It's fucking terrible. You're not part of a group. So I figured out that the Amish would absolutely hate the performance that this wonderful lady did by herself singing Amazing Grace at my best friend's funeral a couple months ago. Like, they'd hate that shit. Should have been a choir. But what they also appreciate is when a motherfucker would say, I'm more rugged than slave man boots, no recruits, I'm fucking up MC troops, I break loose and trample shit while I stomp a mud hole in that ass because I'm straight out the slum, creeping up on sight night. You guys know where I'm going with this? Creeping up on sight. Now it's Fright Night. My Wu-Tang slang is mad fucking dangerous. So the Amish hate women singing Amazing Grace, but they love the Wu-Tang Clan. And I gotta lead you on that. My name's Stevie Mo. Thank you so much.
All right, Stevie Mo. See, I was going to make fun of him a little bit, but he did such a great job doing it himself that I got nothing to add. Coming up next to our stage is the host of Bottoms Up QC Burlesque, one of the founders of the Nightcaps comedy troupe, and a member of Comedy Sports. And in his spare time, he's coming up on our stage. It's Steve Jennings.
Matt Moody, everybody, Matt Moody. And keep it going for Stevie Mo. Gosh, that's the best set I've ever seen him do. I love that they put the 2 Steves back to back, so you guys get like good Steve and belligerent Steve. And I'll let you guys decide which one is which. No, give it up for Stevie. I can't wait to meet his volleyball girlfriend. I think I'm just the right size. In more ways than one. I'm a big wrestling fan. Anyone else a big wrestling fan, pro wrestling? Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, we got some wrestling fans in here. I've loved wrestling since I was a kid, and when I was a kid, my parents wouldn't let me watch wrestling, so I had to kind of sneak it. So like Saturday night, I'd watch WCW main event, or Saturday night, or whatever it was called, and I'd be in the basement, and I would hear my parents come down the stairs, and I would just change the channel up 1. But up 1 was USA Network, and they played VIP starring Pamela Anderson on the repeat on Saturday nights, where she played, I think, a CIA agent, where she just wore nothing. And so my parents would come down and be like, what are you watching? And we go, boobs. They're like, whew, we thought you were watching wrestling. No, I was a rebel as a kid a little bit too, but I was also an idiot. I was mad at my parents one night, and I decided to get back at them that I was going to order the Royal Rumble on pay-per-view and not tell them. And that shit was like $60. Yeah. And so I did that, and I was like, yeah, this is really going to stick them to it. And I started watching it, and I got like 10 minutes in, and I realized I didn't understand a word that the commentators were saying. And I'm 12 years old thinking I'm having a stroke. And then I realized that I ordered the Royal Rumble in Spanish. It wasn't a complete loss, though, because I did learn how to say, soy un gran admirador de Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Ho! Which loosely translates to, I'm a big fan of Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Ho. I don't know if you guys know this. We have actually a couple very famous professional wrestlers that live here in the area. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. They work for WWE. They own a coffee shop together and have a wrestling gym in Davenport. And I see them every once in a while at that coffee shop because I like their coffee. And there was a day that I was in that coffee shop, and they were in there, and they had recently had a baby. And they were in there with their baby. And I'm looking at them, and I'm looking at their baby, and I'm looking at them. Two wrestlers in the prime of their career, two very athletic people, and I'm looking at their baby, and I just am thinking, I could just totally kick that thing's ass. Like, it wouldn't be hard at all. One stone cold stunner, boom, boom, you're done. I don't have kids. I don't know if that's apparent from the joke about fighting a baby, but I don't have kids. What I have are nephews. And nephews are the craziest people in the world. And they're the most disgusting people in the world as well. I once saw my nephew pick his nose and wipe his booger on my sister's face. That has done more for me to wear a condom than any PSA or after-school special ever has. And I think that needs to be the new slogan of wearing condoms is condoms. Kids are fucking disgusting. They're gross. I was babysitting them one night. I do love these kids. They're funny. I was babysitting them one night, and the younger one, he was like 3 or 4 years old or something. I don't know him that well. It's an uncle-nephew relationship. I don't need to know your age, I don't think. But he's like, Uncle Steve, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, go for it. And he went in there and closed the door, and then like 5 minutes later, he shouted out, Uncle Steve, I need help wiping. I don't know much about 3 or 4-year-olds, but I feel like they should be able to wipe. And I don't know much about babysitting, but I don't think that's my job. I'm pretty sure my job is to, 1, make sure they don't die. That's it. So I said, no, I'm not gonna help you wipe. He goes, well, how do you do it? I'm like, okay, I can walk you through this. I can do this. I said, all right, you just grab some toilet paper, crumple it up in a little ball, reach behind, you wipe, you look at it, you throw it in the toilet. You do that like 7 or 8 times, and then you call it good. And he goes, how do I know I got it all? Now that's one of life's greatest mysteries. I'm 32 years old and I still don't know. I was telling that story to a friend of mine recently, and he goes, oh, I just wipe once and call it good. Yeah, right? I never knew what the word hubris meant until I had that conversation. And now I'm pretty sure there's a new word that applies to that, and that word is poobris. So I work with children. I do. I work at an elementary school. That's a true thing. Yes. They let me do that, apparently. Today, remember when you guys were younger and we went on field trips and it was fun and enjoyable? Yeah, field trips are fun and enjoyable for kids because they only have to do it once. Me, I have to see the Nutcracker 6 years in a row. And one of the kids today, he was like, oh, it's opposite day. We don't have to see the Nutcracker. And before I could even think, I was like, oh, what's the opposite of the title of the Nutcracker? Crack Nutter. And I said that out loud to a child. Have you guys seen the Nutcracker? The plot of The Nutcracker is wild, and by wild, I mean dumb as fuck. The first act is this kid gets kidnapped by a rat king, and the Nutcracker comes and saves her. It's thrilling, it's exciting, it's awesome. The second act is the Nutcracker and the girl watch people dance for an hour and a half. And they go through every country in the world. It's like World Cup of dancing. It's like going to your friend's house to hang out and you just watch him play video games the whole night. I'm watching people watch people dance. That's not art. Tchaikovsky. Fucking Tchaikovsky. I do work at a school, and a kid came up to me the other day, and he's in 5th grade, and he comes to me for advice sometimes because I don't know why. And he goes, Mr. J, because they call me Mr. J because they're all fans of Men in Black or something. He goes, Mr. J, how do you talk to girls? And I was like, oh, buddy, I don't know. I'm 32 years old, I never figured out. It's like wiping your ass. Just try it 7 or 8 times and then call it quits. Another kid, I like to listen to music a lot in my classroom because classrooms are boring. And I was listening to a band the other day called The New Pornographers, one of my favorite bands. And a kid came up and asked me who I was listening to. And I realized The New Pornographers is not, they don't have inappropriate music, but it's not a very appropriate name for a band to say to a child at a school. So I had to come up with a different fake band name. So I told him I was listening to The Old Pornographers. Nailed it. Now that joke was very dumb, and I know that joke is very dumb. That is not by far the dumbest joke I've ever written. Would you guys like to hear the dumbest joke that I've ever written? Did you guys know, and this is true, that the city of Moline was almost called Hesperia? True story. They settled on Moline because it's French for mills, or mill town, and there was a lot of mills in Moline, but it was almost called Hesperia. So it got me thinking, what if that name stuck? Then the Quad Cities would be Bettendorf, Davenport, Rock Island, Hesperia, and East Moline. I went to KFC the other day, and I was pulling through the drive-thru, and I was waiting for my food, and I saw a sticker on the window of the KFC drive-thru that says, KFC gift cards accepted here. So good news, folks. I now know where to use my KFC gift card. I've been trying to use that thing out of Yonkers for years, to no avail. They're closed, apparently. Can't take any gift cards there. I like to go to the library because I like my books to come with an ultimatum. Because if you buy a book, it'll sit on my shelf for a month, 2 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, however long, and I'll never read it. But if I rent a book or check out a book from the library, they're like, you got 2 weeks to read this book, or else. And that or else is named Jan, and she's a widow under mysterious circumstances. You don't want to fuck with Jan. I'm going to get out of here with my last joke. You guys have been a fun crowd. Give it up for yourselves real quick. Yeah. This has been great. I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety issues all week. I have anxiety really bad, so this has helped me a lot, so thank you very much. I think it's important to talk about mental health, so I want to talk about my anxiety and how it affects me, because it might be the same for other people. It's probably not, but it might be. This is how my anxiety works for me. So imagine you're at an airport, and there's like 150 planes in the air that all need to land at the same time, but there's only one runway. So you need someone real talented up in air traffic control to make sure they all land without crashing, but it's not someone that's been on the job for years. No. It's the goddamn Animaniacs from the TV show Animaniacs, and they're doing their song and dance like, we're the Animaniacs, we cause anxiety attacks. You think you're doing fine, and your brain is just like, no. Nope. And then Pinky and the Brain are there because, Animaniacs, and they're doing their whole shtick. Like, Pinky's like, Brain, what are we going to do today? And Brain's like, same thing we do every day, try to take over the world. And Pinky's like, Yeah, but what about, and he throws this giant oversized mailbag on the front that says 1,000,000 problems that you'll never be able to solve no matter how hard you try, so keep trying, but you're never going to solve them, so why are you trying? And then you run away from them, and you just keep running, and you just keep running, and then you see Sting from the WCW, wrestling, come back full circle. He comes down from the rafters, he's got his black bat, and yeah, he's going to kick my ass because I'm NWO, and when you're NWO for life, brother. And you're running away from that Sting, and then you realize that there's a hatch on the ground. You're like, I don't have time for that hatch. And you keep running, and then you run into Sting from Sting and the Police, and he fucks you for 7.5 hours. And you can't even enjoy it because the whole time you're thinking, I wonder if the audience got the hatch joke. I hope that reference wasn't lost on you guys. But before you have a chance to explain how jokes are funny and when you have to explain them, you get away from Sting, and then Mike Tyson comes in, but it's not the real Mike Tyson, it's Mike Tyson from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out!, the video game, but there's a glitch in the game, so he keeps punching you in the face over and 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 over. And over and over and over and over, and then you drink yourself to sleep. I've been Steve Jennings. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been fantastic.
All right, let's give it up for Steve Jennings. Okay, that's our halfway point. We're going to take a quick intermission, so by all means, top off your drinks, have a smoke, hang out, talk to some folks, and we'll be back in about 10.
This fucking bottle with me. No, I can't kill myself today because I got shit to do tomorrow. Sit right here and play, drinking all my problems. I can't kill myself today because I've got shit to do tomorrow. Yeah, the song's called Drugs, Girls, Money, Liquor. Found breaking up prescription drugs on Egyptian rugs. I'm too lazy to go with punchline. And my zip-locks, they used to be except I don't like my hip-hop. And one morning police stormed the door and I was born. But in this sudden they ignored my inhibition this morning. They had warrants, so now my parents bitching. I went tuition because of my drug addiction. But oh, I lying no bitches, it's not fiction. Man, these blondes and brunettes, goddamn prosthetes. No water, man, it's starving. It's quite retarded. And the girls, you can't take them out like a garbage. When the dinner costs more than the rent for your apartment. They want diamonds, islands, expensive bottles. I'm like, I would love the dollar minute. At McDonald's when the girls on their knees for fries and double cheese. Right here, the fucking fruits eat all about. If you feel me say, drugs, girls, money, and liquor have got me. Running with dimes and nickels. Still I'm alright, and as long as I'm myself, it's cool. I'm just trying not to be too cool. If you feel me say, drugs, girls, money, and liquor have got me. Running with dimes and nickels. Still I'm alright, and as long as I'm myself, it's cool. I'm just trying not to be too cool. But I'm still unequivocally ill with no deal. Man from Wells like the girl from the ring, but no blink. I got no ice like summer. Bank accounts of my girl, my mom's house. They disconnected my number. I ain't sticking rich with a leaky. I don't stand. myself at school. I'm just trying not to be in school. If you feel me, stay. Drugs, girls, money, and liquor. You got me running with dimes and nickels. Still I'm alright as long as I'm myself at school. I'm just trying not to be in school. Thank you guys so much. This song is called Missed Calls. It's on my record. I've got two sisters and 2 days. None of them mine. Inside she rolls with a voice real body every time. And I know that I live a life of sin. God, I don't believe in that you call me your king. And I need a family. Well, I need a family. Oh, I need a family. Probably more than they need me. When will it be? Well, I need a friend. It's been many days and many nights since my journey began. And I'm so lonely. And I'm so tired. There's only one thing that I want, and there's one thing that I desire. It's to have a family. Well, I need a family. Oh, I need a family. Probably more than they need me. So I should in one hand and now one in the other. Well, I know the bills are lost, or else I'll never get my brothers. And it's like a rambling, it's filled with liquor spikes, and there's one thing that I desire, one thing that I forget. It's to have a family. Well, I need a family. Oh, I need a family. Probably more than they need me. Well, my gas tank's been empty 2,000 miles or so. Window is down, and I'm singing with the birds. 'Cause somebody stole my damn radio. Wiped the tears from my eyes, Okay, thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Okay, this one is called Over. Anybody here speaks French? Speak a little bit of French. I can feel your heartbeat through your bed. It's pounding out your chest, and I can feel the tension as you're trying to rest, but I'm so sorry. Nonetheless, whatever happens when you truly try my best. You are my beauty, you are my love, the only one I'm ever dreaming of. I go through the things that you needed me to do. It's not about me, it's all about you, and I miss the times that we spent together. You dancing around my oversized sweater, left it hiding, hanging up under the stairs.
All right, it's dark in here again. Are we ready to get started, ladies and gentlemen? All right, let's go ahead and take our seats, and the second half is just about to get started. How we doing tonight so far? How'd you like that first half? I don't know if I asked for another round for Steve Jennings, but he finished that first half really well, I think. All right, so taking off with the second half, not wasting any more time. We've got the host of the monthly comedy showcase over at the Broken Saddle, the host of Viva Las Divas, that's over at the Speakeasy, right? Yep. And our own Taboo Burlesque. The one, the only, Pubali Kundu, ladies and gentlemen.
I got dizzy. I just got here from a work event. I had a Christmas thing at work, if you can't tell. I have this woman, I kid you not, she comes up to me. She goes, do you guys, I work at a library. That's important for this joke. I'm a librarian. She comes up to me, thank you. Wow, nobody's ever applauded for that before. I know, it's very interesting. We have books and stuff. She comes up to me, she was like, excuse me, do you keep the Sears catalog? No, we don't keep this. So I sit her down at a computer, and then she kind of discreetly comes up to me, and she was like, how do I get to the lingerie? This woman was 95 years old. Good for her, man. Yeah, I'm not even, now that I'm fucking this big, I'm not even getting any now. Like, she's getting some at 95. Good for her. Damn, I want to be here so bad. A lot of people, they'll ask me, they'll be like, Pubali, do you even, like, celebrate Christmas? It's like, yeah, I fucking celebrate Christmas. Do you celebrate Christmas? I bet you didn't even buy anything for your own mom. Yeah, I celebrate Christmas. Like, yeah, do you get white girl wasted on Cinco de Mayo? You don't... I don't have to be Christian to get drunk on the holidays, dude. And it's weird, like, I don't even know where that question comes from, because growing up, I always heard that Santa went to everybody's house in the whole world. Yeah, right. So you're telling me that you heard that and he was like, oh yeah, he goes to every white person's house in the whole world. He just skips like Mexico and Africa and Asia. That's every house in the whole world. Checks out. Yeah. And then, you know, they'll be like, but Pubali, doesn't your family do like other holidays during the winter season? Like everybody's kind of got like a religious thing that happens in December. It's like, yeah, we used to till Christmas took over the fucking world. It's everywhere now. Like, I used to go to India in December, and there would be like cultural programs, some poetry, some traditional dancing. Now all I see is 6-year-olds wearing Santa hats like, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." They don't even speak English. Yeah, they celebrate Christmas now, but they only do like the worst parts of Christmas. Like, there's the kids who do the caroling. Everybody actually eats the fruitcake. Yeah, right. They buy pajamas, matching pajamas for their Instagram pictures. They watch terrible movies, terrible Christmas movies. Last time I went to India during the holidays, my cousin was watching Breakfast at Tiffany's. I'll tell you what, I went to Tiffany's one time and I brought a bagel and they were like, "Ma'am, you can't eat in here." Then they were like, "Are you gonna buy anything?" I was like, "No, I got mismatched socks and dirty fingernails, dude. I'm not gonna buy nothing." I remember when I found out that Santa wasn't real. My parents used to tell me that Santa would come and stuff the stockings above the fireplace. Did anybody else's parents tell them that Santa stuffed the stockings? Right. And then I went to Walmart and there was all of these fruit snacks on the shelves that said "great for stocking stuffers." I was in the 4th grade. I was like, wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here. I don't think Santa's real. Ugh. My mom is watching American vlogs. She's watching American vlogs, and she's desperately trying to be American. And this holiday season, she made some potpourri. Has anybody here made potpourri before? All right. Well, I'll tell you what. She threw it in a pot. She threw in some cinnamon sticks, some cloves, some star anise. It's like, all right, great start. She put in a bay leaf. Then she threw in some ginger. I was like, okay, we'll see. She put in a little bit of turmeric. I was like, great, Mom, you made curry. That's curry. She put a tomato in there. She was like, what? It's a fruit. My mom trying to be American is like asking an AI robot to be American. Like, she's like this close, and then something's off. Like, the other day, my husband came home. She was like, oh, hi, how are you doing? Would you like a potato sandwich? It was a boiled potato and 2 pieces of white bread. She texted me a picture of Campbell's chicken noodle soup the other day. She was like, Minky, have you ever heard of this? It's fantastic. She sent me a picture of her lunch. It was a bowl of Campbell's soup with a fucking raw egg cracked into it. My mom, she reads a lot of online articles for middle-aged women. She hit me with one the other day. It said, being exposed to too much blue light can give you cancer in your old age. Yeah, I know. I was like, wow, Mom, that's really alarming. Did you read that on your laptop? We better go get your brain scan. She sent me another one. It was like, nose picking can lead to Alzheimer's. So I sent her one back, and it said, eating your boogers can raise your IQ. I come home, she's like pensively looking in the mirror, like thinking about whether she wants to be smart today or when she's 60. She's like, Mickey, do they have to be your own boogers? If you can't tell, I'm pregnant. Yep. I mean, I hope you can tell. Sometimes... Rip, I know, tell me about it. That's, you know what is about to rip? My asshole. Ooh. I'm big scared. A lot of people, they're like, oh my gosh, you're pregnant? You're so tiny, I can barely even tell you're pregnant. It's like, what, you just thought I was getting fat? You think I'm a little fat girl, huh? Fucking pregnant. I'm 2 people. A lot of people, they're like, how's your pregnancy going? Everybody's been asking me that today. They're like, oh, Pupala, you're so pregnant. How's your pregnancy going? It's like, I don't know, dude. I farted the other day, and when I smelled it, I puked. I remember when I was a kid, I didn't know where babies came from, right? Nobody did. And my parents always told me, they were like, God puts babies in your belly when you're ready for them. Right? But then Jamie Lynn Spears got pregnant and Zoe 101 got canceled. was like, ugh, something's not adding up. I don't think God's real. The baby is going to be 45% West Bengali, which means she's just going to look really cute and then immediately fall apart like all of those sweatshirts at Walmart that say made in Bangladesh. I did the math about when the baby was conceived. I'm pretty sure the baby's coming out of my butt because I swallowed that day. I'm pretty sure that the baby can't swim because every time I lay on my back, it's like... The baby's name is Rahasya, but the most Indian thing about her is that she's already good at math. She kicks exactly 10 times every 2 hours. The baby's name is Rahasya, but the most Indian thing about her is that ever since I conceived her, my farts smell like my mom's potpourri. The baby's name is Rahasya, but the most Indian thing about her is that she's already got mustache hairs. I saw them in my ultrasound. You guys been hearing about that stuff with Kanye? Yeah. Oh, man. Somebody told me the other day, they were like, Kanye's got a point, dude. I heard that every Nobel Prize winner is Jewish. I was like, bro, have you been picking your fucking nose, dude? What did you think her name was? Malala Yousafzai Goldblum? Fucking idiot. So Kanye's running around saying, like, Hitler wasn't that bad a guy, you know? And it's like, everybody's outraged, but who here has not heard someone they personally know say that same thing? Like, Hitler was actually an evil mastermind. So, like, when Kanye says it, he's an anti-Semite, but, like, when Brian from Applied Poli-Sci says it, he's a critical thinker. For those of you who don't know me, I was ugly growing up, which means I was sucking dick before my first kiss. Thank you. People say to me, they'll say, I swear to God, I didn't think you was a day over 14 years old. And then they'll be like, can I buy you a drink? People used to think my husband's a pedophile because he looks so much older than me. They give us like funny looks in public, but that doesn't make any sense because we only do it in the butt, so it doesn't count. The first time I ever had sex in the butt, I was so scared. I was scared it was gonna be too big. I was scared it wasn't gonna fit. But then he just arched his back a little bit more and that shit slid right in. The other day I had a dream that I was getting my pussy ate by a school of fish. Like a bunch of little pedicure fish. They were like, oh man, it was heaven. I felt this like warm wetness come over me. And then I woke up and I had pissed the bed. And I was so embarrassed, I didn't know what to do. I woke up my husband, I was like, you are so sweaty right now. That is fucking disgusting. All right, thank you for having me, I'm Pubali Kandu.
Pubali Kundu, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Coming up next to our stage is the gentleman, whatever, whose brainchild this is. He's the host of the Sad Hole comedy over at the Broken Saddle every other Tuesday, and the Big Room open mic here every other Sunday. In fact, this coming Sunday. JT Cage.
Hey. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Guys, you can tell just by looking at me, I wear glasses, everyone. That wasn't even the punchline. You guys, I think wearing glasses is like wearing pants. Take them off, somebody goes blind. You guys, I graduated from Iowa State. I'm a former Cyclone. that usually gets a lot of Hawkeye heckles in the crowd. Tonight's pretty different. Yeah, boo. Oh, I'm gonna fucking destroy these Hawkeyes. When I was going to school, I used to watch, going to Iowa State, I used to watch lesbian porn while I was in school to make doing homework go by way faster. Scissors beats papers, motherfuckers. I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression of me up on stage. I know I look like Julian Lennon if Yoko Ono fooled around with some basketball players. I know I got that going. I look like Shaggy and Where's Waldo's love child up here. And that gets me thinking, guys, this is $1 million idea right here. This is gonna make $1 million right here. Where's Waldo, the movie? But you make the movie about somebody entirely different than Waldo. Because the whole time you watch the movie, you're like, where the fuck is Waldo? And you said the movie is not like the book. You were wrong. It's exactly like the book. I bought a ticket for this movie like 5 fucking times. And I don't know where Waldo is. I'm watching the end credits. Thank you, Marvel. You fucked me. You guys like impressions? Yeah. This is my impression of a Nazi who is an amputee. Nazi amputee, guys. Fun fact for you all. When I was a kid, on the day I was born, I was a C-section baby. On the day I was born, yeah, I was a C-section baby. So since day one, I was always a gut buster. You guys, I once did a comedy show at a gym. Tough crowd. Nice. Guys, are you a fan of wet dreams? This crowd. These are the dumbest questions. You guys fuck with wet dreams? yeah. These guys over here, they know what I'm talking about. Guys, wet dreams, that's great. That's like going to thank you, Stevie. That's like going to a strip club for free, guys. Wet dreams, fantastic. But let me say this. You gotta feel bad though if somebody doesn't have any wet dream. Like if they go their whole life like never having a wet dream, you gotta feel sorry for that person. It's like how I know you're missing out. Like how ugly do you gotta be for your own imagination to not want to fuck you? Shit. See, it's hard when it's just one-liners, because then you just breeze through like half the shit. You guys, I never understood bestiality. Why would I want another species to know I got a small dick? That's a joke, y'all. JT Cage, I'm packing the heat, motherfuckers. Yeah, fucking. Take the thing out? No, not tonight. I got a price for my dick. I got a price. You guys think bird watching was invented by perverts who needed an alibi? It's like you got those binoculars, man. You're looking pretty sus there, my friend. You're looking pretty sus. It's like red-footed booby. This is some bullshit. You're not bird watching. You're not looking for anything bird-like related. You guys, I was never much of a religious guy. But I will say this. The one thing that bugged me with religion is when Christians will wear the cross, the pendants around their neck. See, I never understood that because it's like, well, Jesus died on the cross. So you know what? Why are you wearing the thing, the symbol that played a role in killing your leader? I mean, when JFK got killed, no one was wearing a necklace of the CIA. Got some conspiracies in this crowd. You know, I bet you guys didn't know this. JFK actually had a lot in common with homeless people. All he needed was a roof. Listen, JFK might have called some fancy car rides back in the day. He might have called shotgun. Somebody else called sniper. Thank you, Mike Cadrales. You guys ever make bets with the Kennedy $50? I always bet on tails since the head's gone. This is taking straight shots for JFK tonight. Straight shots. You guys, I was listening. No, I wasn't. But for the sake of this joke, I was listening to the radio the other day, and scientists were talking about how in a few years from now, we should be able to smell our own TV shows. I know, right? I think that this is fucking great. Now you don't have to watch something to know it's shit. It's a shortcut. I never understood dumpster diving. I didn't know homeless people could swim. That's a silly one. All right. Do you guys fuck around with demolition derbies? Yeah. Demo derbies is some good shit. Do you guys think demolition derbies are a creative outlet for drunk drivers? Like if you get into a car wreck at the demo derby, that's not a car wreck anymore. That's an audition. That's all that is. You know, it's bullshit too, because demo derbies actually say that I can't, as a regular civilian, I can't just enter the demo derby just like that. No, you need a special license to participate in the demolition derby, which I think is bullshit. I don't need 4 shots I don't need a special license to crash my car. I just need 4 shots of Fireball. See, I stuck through it, and it still worked. You got it. All right, well, one more for me. You guys have been a really, really good crowd tonight, guys. Thank you guys for coming out. I'm going to say this. There's a family term for everything nowadays. Mama's boy, daddy's girl, uncle's victim. My name is JTK. Please enjoy the rest of the show tonight, guys.
Check this out. It's like the process of evolution. It's going downhill. But anyway. Oh! I really just have no idea how to do that. One more for JT Cage, everybody. All right. Are you having a good time tonight? Well, we've got something special for you. A friend of ours came in the door and hasn't been up on stage in 2 months and needs a little bit of therapy, so she needs your help. Are you all up for it? All right, well, here it comes. Ladies and gentlemen, Amber Marie. There she is. Yeah, right? I know.
I love you, Amber. Yes, ma'am. Hey, just 2 fingers, pumpkin.
No, we're not going to do that today. How y'all feeling? All right, proud I'm in my white girl outfit? I didn't get followed in Von Mar today. I'm living large and taking charge. Okay? Yeah, we're twinning. Can you come up here for a minute? Come here. Look at this sexy lady here, you guys. We are twinning. And we're really, look, you guys really know we're.
White girl outfit. You're wearing it way better.
I'm white though, bitch. She's gonna say it's not a white girl outfit. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Are you fucking kidding me? I knew you were a black guy lover. Fuck you. Shit, I'm not fucking around with those guys. I got my black friend here. He's so hot, you guys. He is. He's really hot. He's so sexy. I wanted to have his kids like maybe 20 years ago. I'm over 40, so I won't. I just swallow them. I'm just playing. I ain't swallowed his kids yet. Waiting for tonight. I'm just playing, you guys. It's been such a long time. I think they don't allow me on stage because I'm black. On the outside, my name is Amber Marie Phillips. You know, I used to tell them I get my jobs because of my name, but that's a lie now. Because now I'm in the system. Every time they run my name, it's like, this bitch has been evicted like 5 times. I'm just playing. I'm not that black. I don't have evictions like that. My name is good. Might not be in the hood, but it's good. Oh, you guys, I always wanted to do this. This is really why I told Moody I wanted to come up here. I'm gonna read you guys a story. Woo! I gotta look sexy. Towards the night before Christmas. And all through the hood. All the niggas was lurking, looking for a victim in the hood. I'm just playing, you guys. You guys are getting serious and shit. I'm just playing, but I do. Doesn't this look so Christmassy? Like, for real, this looks really, really nice. And I'm just so jealous because I usually get my Christmas tree from the Goodwill. I'm a Goodwill shopper, you guys. I love the Goodwill. Like, I'm probably and that's where I feel safe shopping at. Even though people steal from the Goodwill, you know, they do, you guys. And I be telling, like, that black girl over there, her right there, she's fucking stealing. And then as soon as they go after her, I be over there like, I'm just playing. I've never been a thief. I just lay on my back sometimes. I do. But I'm gonna be a thief. I'm gonna start stealing people's husbands and men and shit because I'm just like over this. The best place to find a man is with someone else. Like, for real. And I might lose him the same way I met him, but I'm okay with that. You know, because he wasn't mine to begin with. You know, but I've been looking for some white guys, but unfortunately I see, since I ain't been here, you 3 over there, there's no sexy old white men in the audience anymore. Usually I get on stage, you guys, and there's like 5 old white men, and they're all looking at me and shit, and I'm looking at them because I'm trying to see who's the oldest, because I'm waiting for him to die so he can put me on his wheel. Never works like that, though, you guys. Yes. Crazy part is this is the closest that I've got to something black and hard in my hand. In a long time, you guys. For real. I be wanting to get fellatio, but you have to find somebody. You have to have somebody to suck a dick, you know. And Mike, where you at? I can't see the motherfucker. He's so short. Where he at? That motherfucker. Oh, there he go back there. I see him. I'm wearing them down, y'all. I'm wearing them down. Just like a white man I ain't never had Philippine. Or Vietnamese. I know, I hear he's packing, but I'm not gonna go that far. Anyway, you guys, I need it this time. It's crazy because I can't afford a psychologist. So this is my outlet, you guys. I think I owe everyone in here who's listening to me some type of something. How do you take payments? Because I gotta pay you guys. You guys sit here and listen to me. You know, if I had some insurance, like the good insurance, you know, I could go to Miss Becky and be like, oh my God, Miss Becky, I'm going through it. And such and such. And I know she's looking at the time like, yeah, $340. You know, I come here with you guys, it's like $10 at the door. I get some liquor, a lot of sexy white women in here. purr, or whatever, how the fuck they say it. I'm not that black. Like, I'm not that black bitch, so I can't get it. But anyway, I just want to get on stage tonight and just say hey to everybody. I love you guys. Thank you for letting me vent to you guys. Hopefully tonight I get some type of something. There's a lot of men in here. So who's ever ready, let me know. Until then, my white people, hell to fucking Hitler.
Amber Marie, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right, coming up next, our final act of the evening and our headliner. He's the host of the Tomato Throw in Dubuque every Thursday. The Grease Monkey in Kelowna monthly, including tomorrow night. And the Joke Off, that's our personal favorite. That happens here. Next time, January 21st, every other month here at the Village Theater, it's James Draper. Hey, and there he is. Two-fisting it.
Proper, right? Keep it going for Matt, everybody. That's it for all the comics you've seen tonight. A bunch of great, very funny people. And you guys are drinking, that's good. I'm drinking too, which is why I smoked some weed before I got here. Yeah, well, I'm a firm believer in the old adage, you know, weed before booze, you never lose. Booze before weed, you shit your pants, right? So it's like, fool me once, whatever. As he said, my name is James Draper. I'm from Rock Island, Illinois, and yeah, stand-up comedian. And I don't know if you guys can tell just by looking at me, but I also do a lot of sitting down stuff. Look, I'm fat, all right? I'm a fat guy. I don't mind being fat. I've been this shape my whole life. Plus, I'm not rascal fat. Right? You know what I'm talking about? The people so big, they are on the fucking scooters everywhere they go. Some of them so big you can't even see the fucking scooter. It looks like wheels and handlebar just popped out of their ass. And they're floating around Walmart, you know? I'm not rascal fat. I'm what I call courtesy fat. Because I'm courteous enough to consider how my fatness affects those around me. Right? Like, for instance, if we're walking down a hallway towards one another, I'm going to be the first to try and, you know, get out of the way somehow, right? Why? Because it's my fault this fucking situation happened in the damn hallway, right? You took care of yourself. I drank fucking Coke and ate Pop-Tarts on the couch. I got to take responsibility for that shit. And I can't just turn sideways. I'm just as thick as I am wide. To try and matrix my way down there every day. Another thing I do is I tuck my t-shirt in my jeans. Yeah, tuck my t-shirt in my jeans. Yeah, it's a dork move. It's a dorky thing. People give me shit about it. Really, it's a dorky thing to do, man. It's like this new it's a new generation of socks and sandals. It's such a dork old guy thing to do. There's a company whose entire business plan is don't tuck your fucking shirt in your pants, right? So yeah, people give me shit, and they'll be like, James, that's a dork move. Why do you tuck your t-shirt in your jeans? And I like to answer that question with a question. And that question is, how many times have you seen a fat man squat or bend over and thought, Jesus Christ, tuck your t-shirt in your fucking jeans? You're welcome. There's only like me and a few other guys who give a shit about showing their plumber. Another thing I do is I pay attention to how I breathe when I eat. That's a fun thing to find out you need to do. I was at work one day, I'm sitting there having lunch at my desk. All of a sudden I hear... I look at the cubicle next to me and I'm like, dude, it's not like someone's gonna steal your fucking lunch. Chill out. Then I swallowed, and the noise stopped. I was like, shit, that's me. I need to fix a few things. No, I am a bigger guy. I'm a bigger guy. I know a lot of other bigger guys too, and a lot of them talk about how much they love the fall and winter, right? Around here, they talk about how much they want and they can't wait for the fall and winter. And I'm like, bigger please. Like if we lived in Florida, right, and it was like 50 degrees for 5 months, 60 degrees, that would be awesome. That would be great, but we live in the Midwest. It doesn't just get cold here, it gets Tourette's cold. You know what I'm talking about? Like the kind of cold, as soon as you step outside, you come down with a mad case of Tourette's. Because they're like, motherfucker, cocksucker, titty biscuit, shit, right? Again. One good thing I do like about the winter around here is every winter you've got like 100 pockets. Right? Because you got your shirt, your coat, your hoodie, you know. We're in Iowa, you might have some Carhartts on. There's 25 pockets right there. Which is why every time you leave somewhere during the winter, you have to do that goodbye Macarena, right? You're literally like, got my cash and my change and my phones in my pocket, my keys and my smokes in the back, there's a wallet, my gloves and my hat, a notebook and a pencil. Hey, there's my lighter. Then fucking spring rolls around. I gotta downsize all that shit into 2 pockets, right? So every April and May, I'm walking around looking like I stole some shit. I can't go through a Walgreens. I'm feeling like a black guy in a Korean bodega. Everyone's following me. What you got there? What's in your pockets? And I'm like, calm down, Consuela. Okay, that's everybody. I think I got everybody on that one. I am a bigger guy, and as a bigger guy, I love the summer. You know, I love the summer. I love fishing and camping and golfing. There's just so much more you can do while you're drinking during the summer. One of my favorite summer pastimes is peeing outside. Right, guys? Peeing outside, isn't that? Yeah, it's fucking great. Ladies, let me put it to you this way: peeing outside it's a lot like taking your dick to the dog park. You know, because you're excited, he's excited. You're like, you want to go outside? You want to go outside? No, you do. I know. Hey, what do we say about jumping up on people? What do we say? Begging for a beat, I swear to God. Of course, you go off in the woods to take a leak with your buddy, catch a glance at their dog, and you're like, hey, whoa, your shepherd just scared the hell out of my pug. It's not fair. It's my wife's dog. She's the one who picked it out, after all. I want to get a bigger dog. She's worried to tear up the carpet. So, you get what you get, you know. Another great thing about summer is, well, most previous summers anyway, is you don't get so many colds in the summer. I know I usually don't. I usually don't get a cold in the summer. One thing I hate about the colds is like when you get into the coughing fits. Right? They just fucking come from out of nowhere. It's like drowning. It's like drowning in air. You can't breathe, your head is pulsing, your eyes are watering, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. What's that? Singular. Yeah. Sure, in the middle of a flu. I'm just like, yeah, no, let's go on. It's done. Yeah. No, I'm just saying. A coughing fit, the worst part about a coughing fit, though, is if there's fucking people around you. Because people will fuck with you every time you're in a coughing fit, right? Especially like in an office environment. Like 3 coughs deep, someone's like, hey, what's going on over there? Oh, slow it down. Like this was your idea? Like you were like, stop what you're doing, everybody. Look how good I can cough. Like that was your plan? Or you have that one person that tries to treat you like a pussy. They'll come up and need some water, a little pat on the back or something, a little help. No, fucking leave me alone. What about that one guy, the smart ass 3 cubicles down? Hey, that's what he's smoking. Can't handle the stuff. Everyone fucks with you when you're in a coughing fit. It's the only ailment that people will fuck with. It's not like anyone messes with Todd the epileptic. You never hear, hey Todd, no breakdancing in the hallway, right? You never hear. Todd's pretty cool, man. Nobody messes with Todd. He's a nice guy. Oh, speaking of ailments, I wasn't feeling too good recently. I went to the doctor because I thought I had insomnia. I went to the doctor. I was like, man, you got to give me something. I cannot stay asleep. I was like, I fall asleep fine. I just can't stay asleep. He says, I don't want to start prescribing anything just yet. Maybe there's another way, that we could fix this. He says, are there any noises or distractions that might be waking you? And I said, well, yeah, of course. There's my phone, the copier, everybody at their desk yapping away all fucking day, talking about work stuff. I don't know. I'm not that bad. I've been pretty bad recently. I've been coming in late to work for like the past 5 years. And they're cool with it, though. They're cool with it. You don't have to be there right at 8 o'clock. You put in your 8 hours, you do a good job. They don't mind, except for one person, right? As soon as I walk in, she's got to give me this fucking 1,000-yard stare like I did something. She doesn't even work in the same department as me. Every time I walk in, she gives this look to the clock and this glare at me. So finally one day she does say something. I walk in, she gives that look to the clock, she glares at me. She says, don't you think 10 o'clock is a little late to be strolling into work? I said, on the contrary, I think 10 o'clock is a little early to be a judgmental bitch. So, you get that worm though, early bird. I had to quit that job. It's all right. I got another job. I started working at a sperm bank. It's not that glamorous. The boss is a real ball buster. Does have its perks, though. I always get off real early. And what's neat is on my way home, I pass this row of prostitutes, and I finally get the opportunity to say, no thanks, I gave at the office. Just like any other job, you get home, the wife asks, how's your day? And you're like, eh. Never had to work with so many jerk-offs in my life. I can't complain. I love my job. I do. I love it so much that even though it's not required, I work from home a lot. I do. I think it helps. I think it helps. I'm making a pretty big splash. Now, I don't want to get too cocky. There's a lot of stiff competition over there. And besides, I don't want to go too far. I mean, think about it. Who wants to be the head guy at a sperm bank? More of a hands-on guy anyway. I call that an infinity joke. You just keep going, keep going. So we'll switch it up today. Like we said, we're drinking and having fun. I always notice as I'm getting older, I notice as I go out and drink with my friends, it's turned into us just sharing stories about drinking with our friends. And I love a good drinking story, but I have a really good drinking story that's much better as a drinking song. So would you guys want to hear a drinking song this evening? Yes? Yeah, all right. Let's get this fucking night going, this Friday night, all right? I was crammed in the backseat of a Mazda 2-door car. We was drinking pretty heavy and the show was not too far. We soon cruised the back roads. We hit up some dive bars. The 5 of us was slurring words. We found a chick full of cars. We was backwards talking. No one could see straight. Though there wasn't an appointment, we were gonna be real late. The confidence was flowing, we were feeling pretty good. We passed some dogs and then some hogs, we started sporting woods. The 5 of us outnumbered them, I had to take my shot. I did my friends a favor, called the one that wasn't hot. Dibs on the fat one, that's what I really said. I told my friends, don't forget, a fat girl's good in bed. Apparently she heard me, she said that I was rude. I shrugged it off and with a cough said she's probably a dude. Soon my friends, they told me I was acting like a jerk. So I went home and what do you know, I found myself at work. That's a fun song to do. I did that at a show one night, and I had a big girl come up to me afterwards. And she's like, hey, fat boy. Gives you the right to be making fun of big girls. And I was like, sweetheart, I'm not making fun of, all right? I'm paying homage to, all right? I love big women. I dated big women all my life. I like my women like I like my milkshakes. Thick and sweet, baby. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Doesn't mean they always have to be whiteys. I mean, there's a lot of places you can get milkshakes, is what I'm saying. I told her, like, I've always dated big women, right? And there was one girl I dated, she's a really, really big girl, but she's very shy, very self-conscious, so it took us a while to finally fuck. And I'll never forget the night, though. You know, we're at her house, we're making out all hot and heavy on the couch, and, well, more heavy than hot, but, you know, she gets all excited, she starts whispering in my ear, she's like, tonight's the night, tonight is the night. I'm like, yes, finally. So she takes my pants down, I take her pants down, and I start kissing up her side, and you know, I keep kissing up her side. And then, you know, finally I get all the way up around her side, and and I start whispering in her ear. I'm like, baby, you got any powdered sugar? She goes, yeah, why? I said, because flour tastes bad, like awful. Yeah, I know, it was awkward there too, but guys, a little tip, never do this in the middle of August, no air conditioning in a 5th-story apartment. Might be in for a bit of a surprise. I know I was. I was like, how many vaginas do you have? I'm gonna fuck all of them, but I wanna know like how long I'm gonna be here. I think it's awful. Yeah, a lot of big women, very beautiful, very cute, and they got these self-consciouses. And it's not just because of fucking assholes like me up here telling jokes and making whatever. The real problem is these skinny, real fucking bitches standing next to them, their best friends, right? They weigh 72 pounds, a 0 negative fucking 85 BMI. They're sitting there next to a woman 3 times their size going, I ain't diet, I'm still fucking fat. Look at that, Look at this. I'm a fat bitch. I'm so, like, really? Like, fellas, think about this. Like, this is, like, the equivalent is, like, if you went to the Y every day, and there's some dude there with some horse fucking porno cock, and he's crying to you about how tiny he is. First of all, I'm a dude. I'm going to be asking questions. Like, really, tiny? What are you doing, raping cattle in the middle of the night? But no, if that's the norm, you're tiny, holy shit. Me, I would be feeling like a freak, right? I'd feel like a circus freak. I'd picture it in my head. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up. See the world's smallest? Well, I guess we can't call it a penis, can we? We'll have to spin it. They'd be like, step right up. See the amazing ball clitoris, I guess is what we're going to call it. Coin purse clit. Amazing. That's good. I'm glad that I mean, that's one of those reasons I'm glad that I don't date anymore. You know, there's always those weird occasions, those self-conscious issues, problems, you know, myself. And I wrote a song about that as well, if you don't mind. All right, good. All right. I got a big belly and it don't look tough. I wear loose shirts just to cover it up. A face for radio, old balls to boot. A full head of hair where I tend to. So I don't want to do it with lights on. I don't want to do it with the lights on. I don't want to do it with the lights on. I want to keep you in the mood. She started getting busy, pulled down my shorts. I was sporting enough wood, you could build a fort. She smelled real pretty, had real long hair, and fancy lace on her underwear. I think I might do it with the lights on. I think I might do it with the lights on. I think I might do it with the lights on. Gotta see what this girl can do. She's grabbing for her boobies and her chest was flat. I said, I don't care, I gotta tap that. I put my hand, I was about to hump, and in her panties felt a great big lump. Now I'm always gonna do it with the lights on. I'm always gonna do it with the lights on. I'm always gonna do it with the lights on, 'cause the lady might be a dude. Help me out. I'm always gonna do it with the lights on. I'm always gonna do it with the lights on. I'm always gonna do it with the lights on, 'cause the lady might be a dude. That song, actually, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But it brings up some memories. All right. Look, I was going to be gay once, all right? I was. And then, hold on, hear me out. I looked into it. I did a lot of research. And I'm just, in the end, I was like, what a pain in the ass. I mean, come on, no, listen. Like, at the time, there was a lot of laws, weekly beatdowns by hate groups. I'm not talking about the sexy guys. I'm sure it's not that bad. Half the time, anyway. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't even get that far. I'm too much of a dork. I'd be too busy trying to play lightsabers with the dude. Like, I'd be like, I get to be Darth Vader. He'd be like, why? Because my fat ass is wheezing, all right? He'd be like, but I'm the one that's all black with a red sword. Let's be honest, with my luck, instead of a black guy, I'd end up with an Asian guy. Instead of Star Wars, we'd be playing Thumb Wars. You gotta get a lot closer. And that one, yeah. Much less menacing sound effect to it as well. No, instead of gay, I got married to my wife. I knew one way or another I wasn't gonna have sex with women anymore, so I just went the traditional route. Do we have any married people in the audience? Anybody married? All right, a couple of you. Okay, yeah. Congratulations. How long you guys been married? Oh, since February. Congratulations, Lily. Well, almost a year. Within a year. No, that's great. No, you learn a lot when you're married. You do. And not just about the person you're going to be with for the rest of your entire fucking life. No, you learn a lot about yourself. Like, for instance, I didn't realize that I could absolutely 100% hate the ever-loving shit out of someone and not punch their fucking face off. I was like, what? No, I didn't know I could do that. No, I realized you got to bottle that up, keep that inside. That's what we call a stress bubble right there. A lot of pressure going on. Can't blame it all on the wife. Marriage is 50-50. Like, if I wasn't married, I'd always be laughing, smiling, having fun. Now it's more like 50-50. You never know, right? You don't want to waste the whole day in a good mood. That's dumb, I guess. I don't know. No, but I guess I'm balanced, 50-50. She tells me I'm balanced. She also tells me I'm childish. My wife tells me I'm childish. And I'm like, why you gotta say that when I'm naked? God, I hate you. I hate you. You're not my real mom. No. She doesn't say it when I'm naked. She says it all the rest of the time. She saves the gems for when I'm naked. I love you because you make me laugh. And yeah, it's humiliating. I'm standing there, big white gloves, Mickey Mouse ears. I'm like, this was your idea, bitch. I mean, ho-ho! I try and stay in character, a nice guy like that. No, I know a lot of comics talk about how boring married sex is. I don't want to say that it's boring. It's just everything's expected, everything's expected. I like to equate married sex to like a game of Twister without the spinner, right? Because you already know right hand red, left hand blue, green, yellow, pink, Twister, done, right? And that's all there is to it. Every once in a while, though, you get to go out and have that who the fuck are you sex, right? You know what I'm talking about? The kind where you don't want to break anything in your house, so you go to like a hotel or your brother's place, and it's okay, he's not here. And you just get crazy on one another, right? You're doing stuff you didn't know you can do. You're saying stuff you have to apologize for later. It gets to the point you have to open your eyes and be like, who the fuck are you? I didn't know you could do this. I'm joking. I don't look. No, but you get excited, right? Because you think this is the way it's going to be from now on. No more of that Twister bullshit. So you want them to be just as excited as you are. You start sounding like a high school basketball coach. Like, that's what I call teamwork. That's what I call hustle, right? You're giving high fives. You actually get so excited you utter the phrase, we keep this up, we're going to take state, right? Just do it. Then you get back home, and it's right back to fucking Twister. Sure, she's cool for a little bit and brings the spinner back in, but as soon as she lands on Brown, I'm the jerk, I guess. I don't say play by the rules, right? You play by the rules. I don't know. I got a weird sense of humor, you guys. I saw something recently that said it was a missing poster, and it was for a lost horse, right? For a lost horse, and the poster said lost horse, 3-year-old mare, Cicero or Current, I don't know what the brand was, and it says answers by the name of Buttercup, and then there were 6 pictures of Buttercup and the contact information. And my first thought wasn't, oh, poor Buttercup, I hope Buttercup's safe. I wasn't thinking, oh my God, that family must be worried sick. No, my first thought was, how many descriptions do you need for a fucking horse? This isn't 1812. You don't have to worry about me bringing back the wrong horse, right? I don't know about you or what town or time you live in, but where I'm from, if I see a horse trotting down the road all by itself, I feel like I can say with the utmost confidence, hey, I bet you that's the horse that went missing. I'm not going to sit there with a poster like, well, hold on a second. Let's make sure here. What do you got here? Oh, see, we're looking for a lost horse. That horse knows where he's going. He found the water. He's drinking the water. Look at this picture here. He's just looking at a fucking fence. What a jackass. It's a problem. They're looking for the wrong kind of horse. You know what animal I think has had a pretty tough time over the past few years? What? Canine cops. Like, think about it. Over the past few years, weed was legalized and the pandemic hit. So now everybody either smells like a drug dealer or looks like a bank robber. Everywhere they go, that dog's just like, now, fucking now, bad guy. Everywhere they go, what the fuck is going on? Everyone is a bad guy. This is crazy. And then they don't arrest anybody. And the whole time in the back of that SUV on the way back to the precinct, that dog is just like, so we ain't gonna arrest nobody today? Got me out here for practice and shit. I like animals a lot. I have hunted before. We got any hunters in the audience?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Of course, Stevie Mo. Give it up for Stevie Mo. You saw him earlier tonight. Yeah, I've hunted before. I don't have anything against hunting. I don't have a passion for it, so it's not a hobby of mine. I don't do it, but I get it. What I don't get is big game hunting. And when I say big game hunting, I mean exactly what most of us are picturing. You know, African plains, Serengeti, lions, elephants, giraffes, that kind of shit. That just never made sense to me. Like, the biggest challenge to big game hunting is affording the trip to go big game hunting. It's $100,000 a person. Once you're there, you're in an all-inclusive resort. In the morning, you get in a Jeep with an indigenous guide. He takes you out a couple miles. He stops the Jeep and he goes, lion. And you shoot the fucking lion. Right? This wasn't a Ghost in the Darkness situation. You weren't camping out on the Serengeti and survived a pride of lions. If you did, badass. I'll help you mount the fucker to the wall. But in this situation, what you did was you traveled thousands of miles to kill a cat. Let's be honest. What about elephants? There's people. I've seen these pictures. There's people beaming with pride next to this elephant. I'm thinking, what's going through their head? Are they like, you guys said I couldn't hit the bright side of a barn, but I got recently living proof right here. Yeah, good shot there, Hawkeye. Way to spot the 4-ton gray blob in a sea of yellow and green. Really, what's the demand for elephant? When was the last time you were at a restaurant or a barbecue and someone was like, I don't know why they never got no elephant burgers here. This is fucking bullshit. Nobody cares about that. What about giraffes? There are people hunting giraffes. These are giant, docile, adorable creatures whose only defense is to punch you with their face, right? And then awkwardly run away. That's the whole thing for a fucking giraffe. A giraffe is out on the Serengeti, and he's like, oh, finally, a leaf. Oh, no. Oh, shit, a hunter. Let's get the fuck out of here. I'll do one more thing before I get out of here. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. You've been having a fun night today, right? Oh, yeah, we're almost done. Well, I'm going a little longer than I thought. I don't want to sound too green after like a tree hug or anything after, the big game hunting stuff. But I read something recently. It was just last year. It was a story. It was an article written about a study that was done, and the article said that pollution is shrinking penises. There's a study done that says the more pollution around, the more likely your junk is going to be smaller, than say somebody around somewhere. And it's like, oh yeah, and it was a study done, an article written by Aaron Brockovich, so it's legit. And I saw this and I thought to myself, come on, it's bad enough I got to worry about the cold or somebody looking at it. Now you're telling me I got to worry about pollution? This is ridiculous. This is going to change the dating world quite a bit, don't you think? Like that where you're from question is going to carry a little more weight. You can't say Davenport or Rock Island. You want to impress her. She asks you where you're from, you got to be like, Amana? Like, it's like an Amish town up the road. I'm just here, it's Rumchata, so that's why I'm like dressed like this. So, pickup lines are gonna have to change, right? No more of those cute little one-liners. Dudes are gonna want to let you know or want you to know that they got the goods, right? They're gonna come up to you. They're gonna sound like those old Coors commercials. Guy's gonna come up to you and be like, "Are you looking for a quality penis? One that was raised on crisp mountain air. Only drank from the clearest running streams. Let me interest you in this tall boy." That's when she drops her panties and is like, "Bush." I may joke and kid, man, but this is an actual issue. It's an actual fucking issue, and it hit close to home because I'll be honest with you guys. I cannot afford any more pollution on this earth at all. I don't have the excess. I don't have the excess. So I'm trying to start a little movement, raise some awareness, something I like to call Live Clean, Save the Peens. I'll be selling, I've got these koozies. I'll be selling the back. Here you go. You've been a good sport up here. You get one of those for free. I'll be selling those in the back. Cash or Venmo or whatever. I'll be back there. But I have another one. You don't have to buy one. Come by, say hi, hang out, have a few drinks with everybody. But before I go, I have another way to help remind you, of my cause. If the hippies taught me anything, if you want to make your message memorable, put it in a song. All right? So I'll leave you guys with this little message and a little reminder to live clean and save the peens. There's plastic in the ocean, poison in the sky. There's litter on the highway that made the natives cry. All of this pollution has made our planet sick. But worst of all, this garbage ball has shrunken all our dicks. If the world was a little bigger, or no, if the world, hold on a second. Yeah. If the world was a little cleaner, we'd all have a bigger wiener. If we took care of planet Earth, we would have a bit more girth. So pick up all your litter, that way you'll always fit her. If you lend a helping hand, you'll be the bigger man. Don't forget to live pollution free, that means bigger dicks for you and me. Let's all turn back the clock, 'cause pollution has shrunk all our Cox! You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much, Village Theater. Let's hear it for your host, Matt Moody.
All right, give it up for James Draper, everybody. As you all know, I am your host, Matt Moody. You're probably thinking, why does he look different? You're just really fucking drunk. But, all right. Shut up, Dad. God. Give me my
She like totally hit me on the head. She's so mean. Kids can be so mean. Give it up for my daughter, Lauren. All right. Have you guys had a good time tonight? I'll tell you what, let's bring everybody back up on stage. Come on up. Austin Ingalls, ladies and gentlemen. Colin Strayjack. Steve Jennings. Dane Moulton. JT Cage. Stevie Moe. Pubali Kundu. James Draper. I feel like we're missing a couple, but this is what we got. Get some pictures of these folks. Get your cell phones out and take some pictures and tag the Village Theater in them. All right. Thank you very much. Take a bow, everybody. You were all fantastic. Yeah, and you don't have to go home, and in fact, you can stay here a while if you want to. I mean, it's all good with me.